Yeah, I might do that now before the trial starts.
Cherry Portal Madness. Different here. And now do this. On the screen I am. But the timer I think is the most important thing.
Half piece of electric again now.
So I don't want the game to be louder than I am. But we do have audio, so that's good. Okay, hello! Going back to... Oh, it doesn't need to be relatively... Because there's no voice acting in this episode.
He's being accused of murder again.
Yeah.
In
Do I have any mana coins? I do not. I was just like, oh, maybe we'll buy it. Well, I think in the second game, is there an artwork gallery in the second game?
Yeah.
At the end of every episode, or at the start of every episode, we'll buy a random artwork. Just to, like, see. Okay, we're gonna jump in. Sakura is dead. The investigation was quite short.
Hi, Razzie, you're right here.
It's quite short last episode, even considering our massive, like, 10-minute break in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist! Fucking emoticon! A locked room murder mystery, second emoticon! Wow, they really just started throwing emoticons in the middle of these texts. Interesting.
What?
Oh, that's interesting.
What? Oh, yes, it is. Zalgified. What the? Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss it a smiley face, it turns positive!
Yes, indeed!
For example, 9/11! You're at a picnic and you find a dead body, XD!
It's like one of those. It's like one of those terrible two-sentence
You're at a picnic and you find a dead body, and the second sentence is just XD. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait!
Now then, please get on the elevator. Ooh. I'll see you all down.
It's one of those infinites.
He would too. Look at me dance. This is how you do the fusion dance. But, what the hell was that?
Comedy, Toto.
It reminds me. I can't even think of a good Simpsons reference for this situation. Emoticons aren't used in Simpsons. Simpsons writing is better than that.
Yeah, they just use memes.
Well, when Homer does the going into the bush meme for the 40th time, it gets funnier every single time, I promise. I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Murder!
Take it from me, the murderer.
I don't know, guys. Being kind of deflecty.
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual. Maybe she means getting, like, nuking turkey in the microwave, like a sandwich.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? It's not like I plotted an intricate murder, a murder for at the end of MacGyver where Selma Bouvier gets exploded. Exploded.
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough.
I think Monica was broken. No, I think he's perfect. He's working perfectly fine.
Sorry if you were...
Because there can be no doubt. One of us is the culprit.
Yeah.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I mean, honestly, I don't want to take game over at this point.
I just don't remember what I was gonna do for his voice.
I mean, you have a pretty good pompous voice.
Yes.
But, I mean, I guess I could just take him for... I mean, there's not too much of the game left.
Taco, didn't you know your other self is a serial killer? Yes. Yes, Taco knows. And yet someone killed her. Okay, time to talk to everyone. The person is one of us? It was you, wasn't it? We've got red, we've got
Purple.
purple, we've got purple.
Gray? That's the color.
That's the color, yeah. Gray, we've got green, and we've got yellow.
Is he green? Oh my god, he is kind of green.
It is
Green
green.
Hero would have been green, though.
Yeah, well, as of who's left right now. We have, it is definitely green. You could see it on the thumbnail for the episode I did. That he is very much green. It's just a very dark green. Talk to the boy.
Don't look at me!
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me!
Oh my god, Byaku is the question mark color.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what he is. The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. I still stand by my suicide theory for the most part.
What the heck?
Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you? I've been in and out of prison so many times they call me Sideshow Bob.
I didn't ask you anything.
Hey,
Standing around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going.
You want a zipper?
Do you want a zipper?
Why can't you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat?
Because they didn't do it? I don't know.
Or are you feeling the cold out?
I don't know, Owie. There's a little thing called, Occam's razor who killed Sakura. We don't know yet. We're gonna find out. It's called Occam's razor, and sometimes the correct answer is the simplest one. And if they're not acting so fucked up because of about being accused of murder, that means they probably didn't murder someone. Also, also Toko is freaking out. She is breaking many sweats. Byaku is being his normal
And
self.
that was Hero.
Yes. I can feel chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets me easily.
You can get Byaku his Trump voice.
I thought about it. I did. I think I will, actually. Because I had asked you if there's a character that my Trump voice could fit. And I think you said there was a character in the second game that kind of works. And
I said that it might, especially with how he looks, but I don't know if it's like really like...
character-wise,
Yeah.
I'll say this much: Monica in Ultra Despair Girls. How much voice acting are we going to be doing in Ultra Despair Girls?
Probably about the same amount.
About the same amount as the regular games.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm sure the same for S. I might have Monica have the Trump voice as well. Because I think that's very funny. Kind of like...
I mean, you could give her a German accent.
I can't do a German accent very well. And felt beginning to sinister said, Jesus Christ, it's so tiny.
It's so empty. I mean, I guess we did just lose a big old chunk of meat.
That is definitely a way to describe her. Literally lowered, uttering its
Oh my God.
ultra-familiar clunking
Look
sound.
how terrible Kyoko's hair looks in this
Oh
shot.
yeah, that's artifacting from... They just took a JPEG. It fell lower, and as suddenly as always.
I was actually gonna say, do you notice how Byaku is kind of correct? I mean, because like, all the items in this game are terrible JPEGs.
Yeah.
So when someone dies, they become a terrible JPEG.
They do become just an object. No, Sakura is the only one that I've noticed as being a very terrible JPEG. And Hifumi was bad too.
Everyone else's was pretty okay.
Yeah. Also, obviously I know it's not Byakuya, but even like on an intuitive level, I know it's probably not Byakuya. He's the only one that I think is actively not lying about not going to go see Sakura.
Yeah.
I think Hiro did go see Sakura, but nothing happened. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? Why is it Egyptian now? Who did this? What?
I didn't do this. I went for Greek.
I specifically ordered Greek Pantheon stuff. Why is it Egyptian? Did they make sense at all? This is the Japanese. We're not the British. That's so cute. You must be so lonely. You sound like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will this class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. I feel like there's enough evidence to point to a suicide. I'm still standing by this. And the way he paused in between, like, is someone gonna die or not? You know, it kind of made me feel like they kind of like how they were setting up, like, you gotta find the true murderer thing in the last trial. I don't know. We'll find out, obviously. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. The deadly bullshit. Yeah.
Because terrible rap album.
It's the same thing every time, except more. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? I do love that this is a very good ability.
Yeah.
Here's the time limit. That's also helpful. Steadies your aim a little. We'll come back to that one. What is this one? Derek increases an argument to 3 statements or less. Oh.
And now it's the base and the bullet time battle final strike. That's fine. What? How does that decrease an argument to 3 statements or less? Oh, is that...
Oh, I think orange texts.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We'll have to see
how
that works.
Yeah. It covers more quickly. I don't use focus very much. Increase damage to the opponent.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Increase bullet capacity. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if that one or Cool and Composed is better.
Steadies your aim. Active during non-activate.
Gotta go with that one. It means I have 2 unspent points. And vocabulary is pretty good, but I didn't seem to have too much issue with the reloading stuff. We'll see in this one. But, okay. Yeah, we're kind of hitting some pretty big stuff.
Last trial, all rise, even though you're all standing.
Let's begin with a basic explanation. I'll punish. We already know who did it.
No, we don't. Even if we grant that it's one of the 3 people you point out to, that doesn't mean we know who did it. That means you've narrowed it down.
You've narrowed down multiple options to multiple options.
Exactly. We don't know who did it. However,
Deja vu.
and remember the last time you said this?
The one who killed Sakura.
Is one of those bitches over there.
It was Mondo.
The one who killed Sakura was one of them. Yeah, we figured that already, Howie. Wow, that didn't help at all.
He's one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you. I had nothing to do with it.
I guess it could have been Jill, but...
Yeah, I'd never kill someone, no
I fully
way!
believe Hiro. He is too dumb to murder anyone. Especially with this, effectively. Especially with this locked room bullshit. This is, like, if Hiro's IQ is here, the IQ is off the camera screen. And everything else he does is, like, right here.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
I mean, to be fair, I couldn't murder anyone is a bad excuse.
Tina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that.
Just like, remember Sayaka?
No.
No. Oh, I did go.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That would be it.
Low. That's about as low as you can get.
I mean, there's more of a motive than fucking none.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason did
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, you're the thing that's done. That makes total sense.
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
But I'm Nora. The Egyptian room. That's... Now, there's that whole thing of, like, there were never Jewish slaves in Egypt or whatever. You know, it's like the Bible saying so. But if that story is true, that's fucked up. Even if that story is not true, that's weird.
Yeah, fucked up or weird.
And what reason?
Let's just modify it to a TV thing.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing
I
us?
mean, isn't that what most murder motives are?
Kind of stupid.
No, what I mean is either you hate the person or
Another
money.
reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died, so there's no doubt about it.
God, her
One of those
ponytail is
three
really
killed her.
angry.
Yeah. Can't disagree with Hina. That's a good reason to. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Does that mean that one of them did it? Not necessarily.
But that's kind of what we're acting. You know what I mean?
Pocket trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious.
You know what this crystal prediction thing might be doing?
What?
Is it might be cutting a lot of the extra no, it couldn't have been me bullshit. You know.
That's what it sounded like. But I thought
One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny.
I think it just gets rid of mostly orange.
but I
options.
never went to see her.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, same here. I never saw.
That's not true. Chikuba!
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember?
Not at all.
It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
But it's not though. It's not the same wrapper because we also found the wrapper at the scene. So and he only gave her the one piece. So he could have just found it somewhere else.
No, it's.
But Hiro is too dumb to not make himself seem suspicious here.
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of
Ooh, it's
candy?
candy. Found it on the floor.
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Or me, you
And
afraid him.
and then Kyoto was actually untrue. I searched that scene up and down for Chris, and I found one wrapper on the floor, which would mean that no.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the...
Got the candy after the incident. The reason I know that is Hiro got the Sakura got the candy. Sakura loves candy.
I got it!
Yeah, definitely wrong.
I'm not sure about that. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was...
I mean,
Shit! Dicks! Motherfucker!
I mean,
Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
yes, because that's incredibly suspicious that you lied about it before.
Yeah, the lying part is suspicious. I don't think it's very suspicious to have gone and meet up with
I
her.
was describing hostility.
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
I played the SpongeBob about my hatred about big black women, and then he told me very specifically in his SpongeBobby voice that sounds very much like Byakuya, which was, and I quote, and then Byakuya got the, you don't want to quote it. Yes, I do, I remember. He said very specifically that I actually just want Sakura to sit on my face. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, you kind of wanted to do that. And then we talked, and that didn't go anywhere because she said she had, quote, an airtight alibi with Aoi that I couldn't interrupt. So, yeah, that's what... Do you guys think I find Sakura hot? Because if you don't think that, you're wrong.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
I also find Hiro hot, but in, the kind of, dumb stoner way.
I just took the someone's name right now.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
No, you!
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Do you?
Proof? What
What do you mean? I got rid of all the proof.
I threw all the proof in the trash for what people would see. I mean...
I'm talking about her shining message.
The fuck? What would a shining message even
At
be?
the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood.
How do you know
right?
that, though?
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
But it's not.
See, I pay attention. I only remember the first class trial, though.
But it's not. It's not Hiro's handwriting. So.
Well, I mean, blood's trickier to write with a pencil.
I know, but it's not even close to his handwriting. Like, if I were to write with blood or paint or whatever with my finger, it would still end up sort of looking like what I write with a pen.
You think so? I don't think so.
I do. I've painted before. I know for a fact that's the case. Now,
Hold your fingers.
yeah, my fingers. Now, it won't be exactly the same because they're not easier to write with, but it just doesn't look anything like his handwriting for me to see. Like,
Well, maybe he picked up from the last trial, or this guy's handwriting.
he's not smart enough for that.
I know.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way. How did you do it?
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Yeah, that is a bit suspect.
Well, when we found Ogre's body.
The same time you put your hair in a paper
But if you
shredder.
recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Hold on.
If you got too close, I was gonna take a bite out of you like a dick.
I got
There's one magazine
it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on
I
it.
bet Sakura wish she ate more dick.
I found
must
it
have been
right
her
there at
only
the scene of the
regret.
crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense,
I'm sad
does
that
it?
I have to see Sakura's portrait crossed out.
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
It never makes sense.
There's something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation.
Remember how you said flying fish is military drones?
Yeah.
I can tell you.
It does seem like all of the stuff so far has been the exact same number of like pieces.
That's true, but
I just don't know what exactly.
you gotta remember that a lot of these are. It said that it took out 3.
Yeah.
Exactly when I found the
No,
dying
it makes it
message.
3 or less.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
It doesn't have anything to do with what you said.
I
might
can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
you bitches.
And I can tell you when I found it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
But do we know what's the final word?
What I said makes total sense.
It definitely feels like there was some stuff in the middle of that was cut.
I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found it was only after I found the magazine tucked when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He sounds more
I can tell
masculine
you exactly when I
with
found the
the
dying
speed
when
filter
Ogre's
on.
body was discovered.
Okay.
I guess a flashback.
I can tell you
You're right.
exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you when I found it was only after the investigation had begun.
That's my
I
guess.
found the magazine tucked away on the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your
Oh,
problem?
dude, that
What I
was
said
nice.
makes total
I don't
sense.
think you're repeating.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay, good.
I guess magazine shelf.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell
I'm
you
gonna
it
die
was
this
only
time.
after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
What I said makes total sense.
I mean, it
I can tell
makes
you
nothing
exactly
out
when Ogre's body was
of the
discovered.
preamble, but it does seem like there's something in between that's missing. I guess we'll find out when we watch the game.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby.
Yes.
That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it
Did cut
then.
out most of Byakuya's lines in this?
Yes. Good. Probably.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
The what?
Yeah, sausage.
Hero, I love you, but what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Probably.
Can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message
Well,
in
I'm
the first place?
saying.
She
It was probably written by whoever actually murdered her to, like, frame Toko for fucking whatever reason.
yeah.
Yeah? I
She
think we can all
she was
agree Ogre
reading
wrote
the
that
magazine
100%, without a
because it was
doubt.
about
She wrote it!
Pudgy
And this is
Princess
me
or whatever
talking,
it's
so
called.
you know it's
and
true.
she just barked on it and it just happened to look like the word Toko.
No, I said you did. There's no way Sakura wrote the message.
Okay, oh.
That's right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Here we go, final strike.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
I dropped my pizza bagel.
No, it was more than a
I'm
minute ago.
completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message, because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
I suppose it was Byakuya.
Your ponytail's pointing to the person.
Hero could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
So we just got a public notification about our from the PlayStation Store, and it's just a big black bar.
Bar screen, yeah.
Because I killed her!
What?
We're
No.
how long into this? I don't think so.
Now, son. You sure about that?
Please,
Man, killing her?
just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before
And then
noon,
I stabbed
just
her
like it
44
said.
times in the chest. There wasn't any stab wounds though. I guess her muscles deflected.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
Byakuya, I am so annoyed and done with you, and this is like the second time you've talked this episode.
I wanna
Get off my screen.
I wanna pull you by your blonde hair and throw you in the fucking incinerator.
And when I got there,
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple other people and I made as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy.
Piece of candy.
A piece of candy? Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Oh, sure, thanks.
that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. Going to end everything. See? What did I say? Suicide. Suicide theory. I know it's usually a bad theory, but this seems to be important to it.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of
That
course I
makes
freaked
zero
out,
sense.
and then
I know you're paranoid, but like,
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
or she was
Then she
already
just
dead.
went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed.
Okay, I see it. This is how it's gonna go down. Hero delivered what Monokuma labeled the final blow, the finishing blow or whatever. But Sakura actually took the poison ahead of time. But right before he hit it.
Or was poisoned ahead of time. We don't know if she took it.
I'm going off my assumed suicide theory. And so, while his blow did do something to her, it didn't kill her. I think
But there was blood, I think. Right?
No.
No? There was no blood?
The blood was on her lips, down her face, and on the floor. There was a wound on the back of her head, but not any major blood, at least from what Kyoko
So I
said.
wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
On the table?
Oh,
Weird.
interesting.
I'm gonna go check out the examination center. No blood was found on either of her hands. So, 2 blows. So.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
I hope you die.
That's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed
Yeah, that's
Sakura.
what I was implying, man.
We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
We're ready to kill him. No. Why are you cucking me?
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that
Ina, you're
Hiro's
an
story
idiot.
just now
You're-
doesn't explain.
you're-
And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case
Man,
closed.
your lack of knowledge insults me.
What are we gonna do after writing the message?
Why you picked up a live
I got
magazine.
it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Honestly, it would make more sense if it was on the table. Because, like, even if, like, her blood was, like, if she had no blood on her hands, it would be, like, far more plausible and, like, logical to think, oh, hey, she wrote it because the magazine's right in front of her.
Right.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine
no,
had been
but
picked up and
For
put on
him,
the
there
shelf.
had to be blood on the back of her head for him to use blood to write the message.
She used the stuff on the floor on her lips.
But don't you think he would have mentioned that if...
Anybody didn't mention, like, taking the blood from the back of her head either, so we don't know.
Why would you take the time to write that message? Then stick it somewhere we might not find it.
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I'm too stupid to lie, Joko. I think you should know this.
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
He's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the
Fucking
shelf.
duh, genius.
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
I wonder what that means.
I got it!
Yeah.
It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is
Obviously.
he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have... Wait! What more important? That doesn't even matter! We already know who
But
did
it does,
right?
though.
It kind of
Just
everything in a
admitted it.
Danganronpa case
That's
matters.
right. I killed it.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
Who asked you, protagonist? Protagonist Jones. Okay, sorry about that. Let's do protagonist.
Don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
I'm not?
Serious? That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Cozy artist.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but
Okay, it's gonna be a
And I
nice
have to do that.
It's gonna be a nice stop.
Obviously. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to assume status.
I didn't want to, but I did it.
Okay, see, this one has more than the other ones did, so I'm curious now.
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
What?
Then maybe there's something after that that's...
I didn't want to, but I grabbed him on a coat and I hit Ogre from behind.
Or it might be
And you
that.
only hit her.
Just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer!
I didn't want to, but
Oh, yeah,
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Yeah, that's what it is, because that's where the two blows are.
Yeah, just once.
I did status the body because that also
The
was
first swing,
technically
the
a
bottle
counter.
shattered. And
See? Hero
You
really
have to
is
read what
the
that's
killer!
for. Like, read specifically.
I didn't want to, but I grabbed him on a coat and I hit Ogre from behind before she
You hit her from behind. You only hit her.
just once.
No,
No, you didn't.
I did hit it once.
if Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She
Oh,
had
right, I
2 separate
totally forgot. I grabbed another bottle and hit her over the head for no reason.
wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
She examines dead bodies as a hobby, especially when I put them up and pretend that it's Genocide Jack who did the killing.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice.
Like,
Really?
What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
two wounds means 2 strikes? That doesn't make sense.
Hold on! How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something
clearly two
very
weapons.
Once you understand that point, you'll think back. After the incident, and we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
But 2 missing
But
bottles.
originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
She would too.
That's easy.
I can count.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
I didn't go for a button that I couldn't pull it out because I put a light bulb in your mouth.
Hangman's Gambit. That is a menorah back there. Chess piece? Yeah.
Yeah, just no, just a piece. This is probably the easiest version.
You've mentioned. Which does not bode well.
It's difficult for you.
Well, not necessarily, it's just an annoying... It's quite annoying, so if it gets worse...
Now I understand.
Now I understand! Oh yeah, I don't know your dog's butt.
That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece. And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knife, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you?
You
Then let me
fucking
explain.
stupid.
In chess, there are 6 different pieces.
Jesus,
The
dude,
king,
too.
the queen, the rook, knight.
Bishop and
What was
pawn.
left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, there the dogs go.
Oh! So the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene. while one apparently went missing.
Okay, sorry about that. Dealing with dogs.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you can't remember.
Yeah, Shogi is way better.
Yeah! Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
But could it have?
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Black bar? Yes. It was excited.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
I can't believe I left that out. Oh, we got a visitor. There he is.
And what is this
Oh, very
evidence?
repeated.
There he is.
Right, Joe.
I got it!
Got it.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
Indeed. That is something we did.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the
I
crime.
already know there was 2
But
wounds.
someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Some pulling machine. What are some of these answers, man?
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
I need to look at what the molecular fallacy is doing. There's evidence of a strong blow. It doesn't say that there's cause of death. Every other case have like the cause of death seems to be, you know. So
Yeah, it holds the head and then they borrowed their
anything
The
else?
killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
The tiny hand person?
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
She's got a point.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
I killed her, but actually I didn't kill her, so...
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
Yeah, kind of dumb,
The
yeah.
shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come close.
I don't appreciate Hero slander.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
Get bigger hands.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
My hands are so tiny that
Hiding me in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Or just this at all. Any proof that Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have to. She left it there for anyone to find. New element has been added. Oh, another bullet time battle. Great! Let's learn. Pressing the triangle button during your final strike without a second thought, but from now on you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Not to choose the proper truth bullet. Okay, fair enough. Then we're doing press L1. Also debate, blah blah blah. We're going to pretend you're such a meme regardless. Just fun. Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Really? Oh, this is only halfway?
go you!
This is 6 people left. That's halfway? Okay, whatever. Alright, let's try this.
It's a lie.
Oh no, Toko. Murderers.
I hate you.
Time to start.
Curse you.
I curse you.
No. Enough. I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie. It's a lie.
should prove it.
This should prove it. That was a better bullseye battle than the hero one.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
It doesn't. Okay then. Let's just compare it to your hand, shall we?
You're the only one here with
That'll
tiny
be
hands.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
And that's what Byakuya also tried to kill it.
That's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
You just admitted to a murder.
Then
my
you
friend.
killed Sakura!
No, I swear there's no...
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
And then it's gonna be like Byakuya, and it's like, I didn't try to kill her. Yes, I tried to kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
And did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yeah, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
You fucking idiot.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine
I don't care
back,
about your
I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around,
It was Sam's
there was
Undertale.
Sakura
I passed out
covered in
because he's
blood,
probably sexy man.
staring right at me. When I
can't handle
saw
someone
that
sexy, but
blood, I
ever since
fainted.
the one slip.
Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean, yeah.
Get it back!
Yay!
It's your fault after all.
My fault! Master's fault! When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights!
What did you just say?
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me away. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
The same drama.
everywhere! I was not prepared for that, and well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible!
She is a literal hero killer.
Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
Yep, and I ate the queen.
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But
If I die, you guys
break,
will
you know?
there ain't no
Please cut
choice.
it out for me.
If I die, you're down with me. Ain't no
Because
choice.
normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hero's attack.
Hey, come on.
But if I get hit in the back
But
of the head,
anyway,
they're like,
I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
They're like, hey, Coco, are you okay?
And she smacks you in the back of the head.
And she like fucking passes out. And you're like, oh, that's bad. And then she wakes
Well
up
then,
and smacks you in the
that's
face.
that. Let's start the vote.
Cheers, I'm worth the hero on that one.
Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
We're not gonna talk about how I poisoned her or whatever.
No, not quite yet.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think
Does
there
anyone
was
actually
something
care
odd
about
about
the obvious
Toko's story?
No?
I mean, you
Okay,
had to
let's
have
vote.
noticed.
Odd.
Hero's attack, and then Toko's, but that's still...
Pretty clear now. I know exactly what happened. Well, hey, you know. She got hit twice, obviously, and that probably fucked with her a bit. And what was her whole thing? Protein. Protein heals all wounds. She either went. It goes two ways. She either went and got the protein shake herself, mixed it up with the poison, and killed herself on accident. Or what I think happened Hina, she sent Hina to go get the protein shake, and Hina like dosed it with poison and gave it to her. Although the yellow powder on her shoe makes me think she went up there herself.
Right.
So I'm not sure yet. But
is it also possible that someone switched the poisons way before and she just happened to grab it?
It's definitely a possibility.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Never mind, I'd rather die.
What is Sakura is?
What's the Sakura is?
Make it argument.
Sorry, no, not those spots.
No.
Maybe that's Sakura.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
I think so.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was... I remember waking up right...
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre.
You smashed her.
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
No,
No, you're wrong, murderer.
we found Sakura sitting upright in a chair.
On a couch, more like, or a futon, perhaps.
If
But
the blow by the shelf was the cause of death,
Not important.
there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
She was sitting on a chair.
Just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer!
Doesn't matter.
Sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Right, because there's one in front of them.
I got it!
got it!
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of
The
that.
blood. Like the blood wasn't on her face.
Then she must have moved her body after she
Yeah.
killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me! I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors! There's no way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that!
Got a point.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't save...
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she
Nope,
just
that
snuck
can't
out
be
of
it.
the
The
locker
locker
into
was
the
open,
room.
remember?
Wow.
Because I'm man, but...
No, I don't think that's possible.
I was in the locker.
I got it! Even before
Some of
we
the
opened the
answers
door
are
to
just
the rec room,
hilarious.
Hina and I... And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding there.
I can't believe I punched Tippy in the face with a
Okay
spot.
then, where was she hiding?
I don't know! What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her, thank you very much!
Stop point.
You're lying!
No, she's not.
I'm slipping
I've
on my
been
own
saying
tongue.
all along,
really
there's
is.
still...
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Is she overlooking? Or did she just forget?
Or just, yeah, or just not know. Yellow powder, bloodshot, that'd be... Or a flashback, considering my whole thought
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause.
Incorrect.
Killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No, I was on full power for once.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Clear.
Oh, that's easy. The candy was filled with a
Raspberry jam.
a very bright pink jelly.
Maybe when she got
And she must have just
bottles,
bit into it. What was the
inside her mouth.
bit? Look at it.
That's all it was. The file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
I opened her mouth, looked inside, I'm like, Chris, Chris, are you in here?
And I made sure the lick inside her mouth.
It was tasty.
God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely,
Fucking genius level tactics over here.
Sakura was poisoned.
Thank you.
Poison?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
I want to disagree. I want to disagree with him because he's so fucking stupid all the time.
I wish it wasn't poison. Yeah, you're wrong.
You go all weak in the knees!
Oh, when I saw when I saw 3 cases back to back to back with fucking little to no evidence on my side, all the who asked me? But now that fucking Byakuya said one word, all of a sudden, Jesus Christ, Choco, disappointed. Simp behavior. I thought I simped for Kyoko, and I simped for Sakura, but simp behavior. Simpage.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
I know I didn't poison her on purpose.
It isn't
Is it
possible,
really
because
so
I ate all
hard
the
to believe?
poison.
Then let me explain exactly how the culprit
Yeah,
was
put it all
able
in
to
my
poison
gut.
her.
I made sure to eat a poison.
Of course.
Stone with just a
If you
tiny
don't
bit of
mind.
poison. Just so I
Everyone
can throw it in.
quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the
No.
only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
Chihiro is disappointed in you.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I
Tonics and
found
tinctures.
this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the
You
question,
mean
isn't it?
Sakura had a C-section?
Jesus Christ. It was on section
I
A.
got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Yes, Kira. Keep up.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Do it, die, bitch, die, bitch.
Could you imagine if you just drank it? And like just a little bit of blood turns up. His face breaks and sick. Die.
It falls over, guys. Puts the bottle of poison to his
Oh,
lips. We're so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do is sit there and watch. As if it was the most natural thing in the world. Byakuya was as calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble!
I will bite my thumb at the poison. It'll stop it.
You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
Monica was over there dying laughing.
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
You mix it in with other shit, you dumbass.
What are you talking
I'm talking about the protein.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
I'm about to die anyway. From subpar protein.
I mean, there just has to. Well, he did say you had to drink a whole bottle of it to tell you.
This is...
I was gonna say there only had to be like a
It's
tiny bit
protein
left in it
powder.
for it.
correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
It's Sakura.
Yeah. With a hang dang at it. Yeah.
Protein powder. Protein shake.
Protein drink. Yeah, this is not as bad as I make it out to be, honestly. It's just, yeah. I need my N. It's not a protein drink.
Hell, guys.
Yeah, no.
Now I understand.
Remember, it's a little tricky. There's a K in there.
Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true.
Yes, Makoto.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were
Boring
switched.
court case ever.
So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Guys,
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
So, my question is,
That's all it took to kill Sakura.
would someone
That
become
is the
a
true
black
cause of
individual
death.
suicide?
I don't know. You would know. This is your series.
No?
Well,
I
we know
do
it's
remember
not very
Over saying
much.
that protein stuff was good for all kinds of
Well,
aches and
If I
pains.
handed Sakura this, this
She
poison.
could take if she knew it was poison, and the Blacken didn't, then she killed herself. And while it would be assisted suicide, which is still a crime in most states,
Here.
I don't know how it would pan out. Now, if both of them knew and the killer was trying to kill her, but Sakura already knew, one could argue that it's still a murder and therefore they would still become Blacken. So it depends.
So maybe
Okay,
she
have
took
to
it to
check
try
out
and help with
that.
the
I don't know.
whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
There's only like 3 other people who could have gotten the
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Down from the shelf, yeah, it's the fucking footprints in the powder.
I got it!
It's good!
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that
And
they're
you didn't clear
connected.
it up?
Yes.
What's more, the footprints were in front of the culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
He was like,
You're the help!
what? I don't do poor people jobs.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
Okay, so you didn't pick her though.
Yeah.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
So
Ogre's killer was...
Yep, I did it. I killed
Sakura
Sakura.
could have killed her the last
Just as
time.
I suspected. The footprints were made
Now
by
he's gonna be
sneakers.
bragging about
There was no mistaking it.
Oh, I caught her and the Toto didn't. Actually, she revealed herself. Just kill the
I cornered her.
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I got it! Me and
Why
Hina are
couldn't
the
you
only
say
ones.
yeah, he.
Toto, are they yours?
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility. Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
That's very true.
You were in an awful
I
rush to get to the vote,
I still
weren't
argue that this is pretty character.
you? This whole
on
time,
trial.
you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I remember how she
can't
acted with
believe it.
Hero
What about
last
it?
trial.
Can't you believe?
Well, it's just the two of them were so close.
They're trying to alibis and so on.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura?
I swear,
And if you did,
that I would not do anything wrong.
why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink.
What I had
But
said.
when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the
You
protein
don't know
powder,
who
and
people
that's
are.
when you get...
You are so bad at reading
She
emotions.
found me.
Because you know you have any.
And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't
Actually,
get
yes,
it,
I
do
am.
you?
Because
The
fuck
game
you.
you're playing here isn't so kind.
Actually, Byakuya, if you look at this, and this, it shows that you are a dumbass. No! It's like disintegrated, like Kamehameha Frieza stuff, with like the goofy face and everything.
Whoa. It's just like, I don't know what just happened.
Funny words like friendship don't matter here.
You are
What
you
matters
are
is
like
outwitting the
fucking.
opponent,
You are
defeating
like-
them.
Friends are stupid, girls are stupid, games are stupid. I don't have any friends. I'm a game, so. He is.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
Well, that's just undoubtedly incorrect.
Just like how
You
this
think
girl
most firefighters
sacrificed
do on a daily
Sakura to
basis.
save
How what a cop is supposed to be.
Suppose.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Until you fucking shut up and
Don't
listen.
misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well,
Yes.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
Yes.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you
Well,
can
here's the
doubt
thing:
that.
is if you want to be asshole anal about it, technically everyone killed her. Half the cast killed her.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave
Just-
such a clear clue like a footprint?
This is definitely
It's too
not a don't-related crime.
obvious.
Therefore,
Too
Hina
easy.
didn't touch it.
It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was.
But
What can I
I need
do?
money. There's 2 games that are coming. One game that's come out, one game that's about to come out that I really need to get. Want to get. I'm just thinking about it right now.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail?
Dead Island 2 and Jedi Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Tell us more about when you
I
switched
think
the
he's enjoyed
poison
it.
and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
We talked more than once.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Yaku, you're being very... You're doing exactly what you were just accusing her of doing.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have
I mean,
possibly
we haven't
done
talked
it.
about me possibly being the suspect.
Go ahead,
Kyoko
Hina.
possibly
Start
being the
from the
suspect.
moment you
or
arrived at the
Makoto
chem
possibly
lab.
being the suspect.
Well, right away, I went to Section C and got the poison.
Well, I mean,
And
just
is
like
that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
that's for
Yeah.
everybody, right?
when I opened the bottle,
So, like,
I dropped it like an
She
idiot.
literally could just ask
I
anyone.
see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder. And that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein
you
can
went
that
from
had the
Section
poison in
C
it and left the room.
Hey, after spilling the powder?
She went. Yes, she spilled the powder, and then went to Section A.
But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out.
Ice cream sad now look.
That's...
That story you just told.
It's fucking stupid.
First, you went to Section C to get the poison, meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yes, that's what I've said.
yeah.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
Maybe 4 more times so that everyone can get it in their heads.
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many
Shut up,
times
Joel.
you hear it. How
How long until we figure it out? So I can cover the full truth of this case. I should have pulled out your argument, Hina.
Gina didn't do it. It was Sayaka.
She like comes out from below the sign.
First I went to Section C.
What her
Oh,
so
geez.
That's
very-
when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it. Okay. And I moved from Section C to Section A.
No,
that's
it's
cool.
wrong.
Just remember that all the movements were in Section A and didn't go.
You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein.
Yes,
But the
I said this
footprints
like
left at the
5
scene
times. What
were
the fuck
not
is your
moving
point?
from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't know if I left the hook. Why isn't this place active?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
I wanted to purposely fuck with Byakuya.
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Very true.
Well, you see...
I'm getting out of control.
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the
Why are
only
you blue?
problem with your account.
Why are you? Oh.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Yaku's acting very much like he's the culprit, doesn't want anyone to find out. I know he's not.
I think
He's just salty that he didn't get it right immediately.
he's just falling apart because he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's not in control anymore. Like, oh no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna put myself in the middle of that drama, never mind.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue.
She's
A
smirking.
truly
She knows he's
grave
being a
oversight.
stupid bitch.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass? A piece of candy?
It had sunk to the bottom
It's
of the bottle,
pathetic to see Byakuya just fucking
and the
fall
hidden
apart.
clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then.
She's acting very super villain, and I'm loving it.
Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? But it's just Makoto's like staring at us. What? No.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
I totally know. You know I totally know. But
Try to let the glass kick up and oh, yeah. It's from the window, from the wall,
It's
from the sweat
part
pit,
of the window
drips down
from
the
the rec room
balls.
door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
It should have already been in Section A of the shop.
the bottle of poison was left on the shelf and yet somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Dan and Aaron are gonna have a field day with this one. They're gonna be complaining so much.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked, there's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back
And he
to
was
the
the only
shelf in
motherfucker who
the chem
went to the chem lab besides me. That would be
Meanwhile, the
accurate.
protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
I'm feeling stupid.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? That can wasn't there when she died. How did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here. It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Yes.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
I think she just called him dumb.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah,
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Ask Coco.
Okay then, that proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
He is really salty. How dare you know things I don't? It makes me...
Props to his voice actor on this trial, because it is really good.
Yeah, no, it really feels like, how can you, a woman, know more than me, a man? I'm supposed to be smarter and stronger and faster and better.
Because I have
After it was open, yeah, is it? Okay, it's just one of these.
I would have wanted to keep Yaki just like the fall apart the whole day.
Yeah.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked.
Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about? Shit. You don't deserve
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until the lock.
It absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
Does he kind of sound like Nick
It
Downton?
had to be. It was
Not
in there
really.
before the rec room was unlocked.
I don't know. I was kind of hearing it.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the...
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
No, I
It
mean,
had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked. Shoot!
When it comes to that protein, there's not a doubt until the lock.
It absolutely was not in.
So you're saying someone
I think it's gotta be a
planted it there?
flashback.
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt in my mind
Until the locked room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was. It absolutely was.
So you're saying someone planted it there?
No.
It has to
It
be
had to have been
this
in there the
way.
whole time. It had to be. It was in there.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why I don't put this in mentally. It's mentally. No, no. I was thinking too much about Nick Nocturne.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched. And as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison?
Suicide theory confirmed.
I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
You thought that and just assumed everyone agreed.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it
Well, there was
knowing
that
what
arrow.
it was?
Yeah.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh, he got cucked.
Before we get to
Bench
that,
girl.
we need to clarify one other thing.
His wife was a doctor.
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
What the fuck did you just do?
A bug hit my face, so I tried to slap it, and I've got my headphones.
Yeah, let's talk about
I
the
think
powder on the show.
it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Yes.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
This is the third bullet time battle of this chapter. You mentioned there was a chapter where there was like 3 bullet time battles.
Yeah, it was gonna be her. I'll make her accept it, yep.
I'm probably gonna die here though because of how low my health is.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Oh, I'm gonna
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
You got my head. You fucking inflated my.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove
No,
it.
but I didn't do really good.
You didn't have to use fear time.
No, I did not. I even got to the second tempo of it. That was the first time. But then you said something, and all of a sudden
Sakura's foot had a
my
certain
brain
yellow
went
powder stuck to it?
Yeah, I am. Oh god.
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in
Oh,
the
she had
chem
her name
lab.
on her shoes.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
What's up?
I wonder if there's like something that's just like kind of common.
So
might
the
be.
powder we found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
Everyone heard JoJo get like the same pair of shoes.
And they're always splattered with yellow powder.
And it was only on
And they're
her
just, they have,
inside,
and
right?
everyone in their family has
Sakura
their
must
shoes
have
on
been
it,
standing
and
right
it's
there where the
adorable.
powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around. and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
Am I just the smartest Dangan player? Don't get me wrong.
But why did Sakura pay a
I mean,
visit to
there's no
Section
proof
C in
of
the
it
first
anymore.
place?
That's very true. But like this is pretty much exactly in line with what I said back when we first found Sakura's button.
That is true.
The only explanation is that she was
Is there
looking
going to be a
for poison.
compilation? I
After
know
all,
we already
that's
talked about
all
doing
that section contained.
a compilation of every time you'd like hinted to something from the future. Is there going to be like me predicting the future compilation?
Maybe, but I don't know if you've done that enough.
I feel like there's been enough like little ones.
I think just the same compilation.
Probably.
No! It was me!
The poison!
Can't worry.
Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
You didn't kill her. I killed her. Wait. Who killed Sakura? It was the Hulu.
Fuck you, dude.
Here's my answer.
Here's my answer.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was
And
Sakura?
you all vote for Sakura, and you're like, it was Byakuya.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Yes, he was actually in control of Molecule Man. He said he
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
jump up a building. Prove it.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
So I was thinking about how you were talking about how you created a locked room in a secret.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by
but
Sakura.
you were talking about how when you went to hang out with Sakura, they give her
An event.
an event. But didn't you hang out with Hiro right before she died?
Not right before. I think it was like a day before instead of like the same day. So I think there was enough time where the game hadn't like recognized her as like a lost asset yet.
Right.
I'm sure she locked herself in so
We
nobody
watched
could
the
stop
we
her
watched
from
the
doing
series
what
of
she
the
did.
show.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room.
Sonic on the ground.
And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
Hina.
My only
When we
question
found her body,
what the fuck is
you
wrong?
stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right?
Is Monokuma gonna execute Hina? Like, you did enough.
I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking the
They don't
body.
work for it. They don't remember right now, though.
It worked
And
for
the
what?
more I think about it,
What
the
she's
more
doing,
I
what she
realize how
did.
unusual your actions were.
I have to go get him. I have to go get the other.
That's what's fun.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Subterfuge.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept.
Subject to.
There, you took the powder and
Sakura,
poured it
the
into the
subject, is
bottle of
huge.
poison you grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein
Or to
can.
activate one floor.
Thinking about it like that,
You killed everybody. I got everyone. Ogre. Oh, she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
Oh, what's that over there?
Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
But
So,
I did.
Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence. And yet,
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
And
No!
wait,
No!
a four-layer deep plan. Tina, really?
I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina.
She
over.
blames Hiro and then blames Coco and then blames herself because Sakura killed
It
herself.
is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
I have to do this game mechanic first.
Yeah. Okay, well that's just that.
Look at Miyako just like face.
We will. Oh yeah, over here. He's like so evil looking. Sakura looking good. Hiro's cute. Toko is cute. Byakuya's light Yagami again. I'm good over there. Gotta go hard into the hole. Do you want a piece of candy? His hair is so big. Could be this one, maybe. Put it back upside down.
Even Jill is drawn as like various Miyako.
Yeah. Well, Byakuya sucks and the game knows it. Oh yeah, she running. Oh, Hina is gonna be executed, okay. Yeah.
Although that is specifically Hina's hand and jacket.
Yes. Is this her picking it up?
Yeah, you're supposed to. That's interesting that you use her hand instead of blocking his hand.
Yeah. Might have been just a mistake.
Here's exactly what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko, she got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Oh! Slam.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Was this locker placed here specifically for this one case?
Yes.
Then,
Like a locker in the
she
granny
saw
games.
Sakura enter. Next to arrive was Hiro.
She looks so menacing giving
When he
him the
got
candy.
there, he mistakenly
Also, Hiro
thought
looks
Sakura was
adorable.
going to try to kill him.
I don't know what it
so he
is.
panicked.
I think it's because he doesn't have like his facial hair in this picture. You know?
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping
So you
to
weren't
pin
joking when
murder
you
on
meant
her.
that Hiro did when writing Taka's name.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes.
Slowly.
She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted.
Well, that is a blue aura, sans aura.
This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide
Yes,
Jack.
this caused the Genocide Jack Ultra to arise,
When
yes.
she woke back up, her second personality also saw
One of
the
her
blood
ultras also saw the blood soaked
and she
Sakura.
freaked out.
I love how they keep
And
it a
just like
tongue out
Hiro,
thing.
she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's
Most
head.
windows.
Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
She wanted to end it all after explaining why it has happened. And then she would like die with like her conscious set. And then she was attacked twice.
And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside.
That was great.
But someone already knew what had happened.
Which
Knew
one?
that she had committed
opening door, one of the
suicide.
screening one.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
Let's see what the animation's done with this time.
was you, Hina.
It looks like he just like hit her with an ultimate attack. And like he turned around to like the explosion fly.
But, yeah. Okay, so that's interesting.
That's
They
the full
revealed-
truth of the case.
They revealed her as the blackened half, like right before the end of the comic. Because if you notice, she came in as Hina, not as.
Yeah.
So. And that's why her hands are
took
actually
her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
She's not the blackened, so.
Don't die, Hina, please don't die, please. We'll see. We're gonna find out.
What happened?
Do you have any objections?
Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because I'm smarter than you, Byakuya. Because you're dumb. Because all of your little gameplays and your little, oh, the game does this and the game does that. It shows that you're nothing but a weak bundle. Little bundle. Incel. And all you care about is being the winner, even though you're actually probably the dumbest man here, and I'm friends with Hiro.
Yes.
I mean, that's not as good as my Hifumi rant, my Hifumi just perish rant, but fuck Byakuya.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean,
I really want to just like turn around with like a sad face. I'm smarter than you, Byakuya.
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
You basic bitch.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Nice!
Yeah.
Okay, I think we can all agree you made
I
your
fell
point.
asleep. What happened?
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just got... Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will you make the rest? What's it gonna be?
I'm so sad.
My definition of blackened changes depending on the situation.
I think you can vote for Sakura. Sakura is considered blackened.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
Thinking.
And yet, why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted.
What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner.
Bitch, half of us pushed her into a corner, if you want to call it that. Second of all, no I didn't, so fuck off.
You all killed her.
Wow.
So that's why
You should have been the
I
one to
couldn't let her
die.
be the only one who died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you?
We have to atone for our sins. Why are you stuttering? Because everyone, even me, we all killed her.
I made that joke earlier. All of us killed.
We all have to pay
If you
for
feel
our
that way,
crimes.
go kick Monokuma. What? For serious?
What
That's...
is this?
You still understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died?
Oh, despair!
Is that the first time we've used that word in this series? That's interesting.
It's not, but...
Oh,
He
you'll
says
see
this-
later on why it's interesting.
Well, because he says despair like every chapter.
Does he? Okay. Despair,
Yeah.
despair.
Yeah, because he literally says, and I quote, he'll say like, all of your hope's gonna be replaced with despair and shit like that, like once a chapter at least.
Look at this.
Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground.
I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Yes, I need to put trigger warnings for suicide in this episode.
Her Sayori note.
Jesus Christ. The body's not even cold. Suicide note? Sewer slide note?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. But, the nurse office.
Yes, obviously.
Sakura got mad and stormed off out of the nurse's office, or C's office. I ran out after her. Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine.
I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all.
Well,
And now you're suffering because of me.
I know a good way to calm down. We have to make
In
an
their tight alibi. You tried to protect me because of me. My closest friend you got hurt. Because of me. My friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility.
Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get at everyone to forgive her. So she asked those three bastards? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is?
Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But
I was talking about for them. I mean, if things go sideways, and you get punchy,
They die.
they die, then you die.
Yeah.
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they gang up on you at once, even you...
Hina, please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends.
Are they really? She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her...
Where did you get that?
I don't know. You have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet, Boom. Dead. Why that's 3? You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable.
No, that was just a misunderstanding.
She used her face to hit your bottles. Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say.
Well, to be fair, Hiro was just sitting there in the room waiting for Sakura to talk, and she was just...
Nah.
She was just, like, negging him down, like...
Candy.
It's like that meme of, like, Hulk handing the 2 tacos to Ant-Man.
Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have
I
any
think that
idea
needs to be the thumbnail for this episode. is me drawing over that meme with Sakura and Hiro and the piece of candy instead of the tacos.
Do you have any... That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you push her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
You came. Airtight alibi. But tis.
Wait here. I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
Did you have a donut accident?
I'm so glad I got to meet you.
Say things like, what's wrong, Sakura? Why are you sounding like talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Do you want donuts? I'll get you donuts.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to...
Protein donuts?
Protein donuts?
Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back.
Get the protein donuts?
That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get protein when she asked for it. And when I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shell. Sakura. So I ran back to the raccoon as fast as I could. But I'm a swimmer, not a runner, and it took me like half an hour. By the time I got there, it was already too late. She was asleep.
Please!
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why?
Why did she have to die? And then I got Duns, and then I got Makoto.
Duns, Makoto, that's the Hina hierarchy of needs.
If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That weakness, that's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just adds to the weight of she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it.
Hina.
We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live.
I like you, Hina. Don't get me wrong, but you and Byakuya can go both kick him on Akuma. That's gonna be my new phrase. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial.
I just wanted one last dance. Sakura died paying all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out in the end. I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this. I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died? That was kind of the point of the note. What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Do you have an opinion on what her suicide note meant? Of course I know what she was thinking. Because her and me had airtight alibis.
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
I wrote!
The one that I wrote and pretended to make Sakura right. Isn't it obvious? A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But he already... Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
Oh, you fair bastard.
This is the one that Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
What the... You went to my room? You lied to me?
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. You didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial?
Almost.
The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other off.
But, I mean, Hina only did this because it was notepaper.
Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut!
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place? I know, it was John Quincy Suicide. He invented suicide and suicide notes when he decided to kill himself over a bad potato salad. How did he do it? Well, sources say he killed himself by throwing himself into a lake and said in his suicide note, and I quote, "Ahem. Potato salad is gross," and then he died.
Can we get back to the
John Q. Suicide, the national hero.
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. It gives me the waffles.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it? Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go.
That's what I'm gonna do to Hina in 2 seconds.
Buzzkill. I am my good friend Hina. There's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
Alright, that's baffling. I love that her room has the punches.
This is, what do you mean? Yeah, what?
Watch. That's nice. She doesn't say next line.
Oh, okay. It was our first night in this strange school. The mastermind came to see me.
The mastermind took control of my family's dojo
says every
and
other
demanded
line
I
for some
become their
reason.
tool.
You might not see the importance of dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300
I
years.
couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life,
So-
I had to protect it.
Junko, why did you choose out of everything that specific? Well, that feels more like that would have been like the video motive thing.
It probably was.
Weird.
That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, also she's writing it in like the typical Japanese script.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward.
Sakura, the original Traveler.
Yeah, but what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayoka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina,
And her airtight alibis.
my resolve began to weaken.
I was going to kill him.
Watching
I was going to kill Fumi, and then he died, and so I had no other choice but to kill myself.
Yeah, watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. Saw the weakness in my own art, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than
I
anything,
cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel.
Which is why I betrayed Byakuya.
So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
You're wrong.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to
So
make on
this
me.
is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me.
I mean, it was great to see Byakuya get his shit rocked, but it meant bad things. And Toko was looking at her pizza rolls that fell on the floor.
Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
To the kitchen and make more. It's just such a process.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I had an obligation to get this situation under control, and to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my
If it
life.
can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Sakura didn't feel cornered? She didn't die hating us?
Damn buggy.
No way!
I don't deserve Jones. She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Little Hina on the wall. Ding shing.
What?
It's a reference to Bluey.
Okay. Because she's Australian.
Yes. She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's punching boulders in heaven now. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. If you punch yourself in the face and it hurts, are you strong or are you weak? She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
But this.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko and Hiro on my behalf. Byakuya. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I want you to understand why I'm doing this.
So this is why that's why Monica went ahead and know, because if Hina wrote it, then she could just be like, hey, Sakura killed herself.
Yeah. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully,
I
then
never
they'll see.
saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else, no matter what. Just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand what she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna
But in
do?
the end, all her meddling was, like, totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the victim.
Bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it.
No, I blame you.
Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. Huh? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death was
Say
a waste.
what?
But she made us remember it. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together. Actually, I hate you all.
You know?
Shut up, Byakuya.
Damn straight.
Shut up, Byakuya, you're not part of
This
this.
is all because of her misplaced hatred. I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either. Isn't that right, Taka? Wait, Taka!
The portrait just has the normal one.
What? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered. Oh, wait. Stop making fun of me! Because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What do you
the
want?
heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemy is each other. He's absolute. I thought I'd try something else for sure.
I wanted to try and deal with Sakura.
God. Oh, God. No, I was trying to do my Trump voice, but it came out as Australian. He's huge. I can't do it right now. I've been doing the Australian voice too much today.
You absolutely right about that. What's your voice?
Yeah. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Naturally.
Sakura and Hino were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game. There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it. What's going on here? Who thinks they can control me? Byakuya, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Where a master goes, I go! And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, well, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey.
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
The heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget all about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
Me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time!
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Are you gonna
heavens,
buzzsaw me to death?
Oh heavens, no. Just because the black kid is dead doesn't mean I can just summon whatever old student I want. Didn't he tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times one rule.
Listen up.
And I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. Special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got.
So they're still gonna get punishment scene. Alter ego? Oh, that's good. Oh, maybe. No! You knew about this, didn't you?
Yes. Our Teresa girl.
Again.
Oh, she is so unaware of everything.
Random buff Monokuma.
Hey guys, why are you looking so distraught? It's just me.
Bye-bye.
We're gonna finally have phone with the Alter Ego on it, so.
At least Monokuma's having a fun time.
Well, this just makes me mad. But I should have expected it.
Well, it's kind of adorable in a way.
You suck, man! You turned her into a hunk of junk!
Rip Alter Ego 2023 to 2023.
Woo, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken.
What?
After all, they say for a post-workout grilled chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about that grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at.
I know. Chicken.
Yeah. I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this.
Remember how I was employed at the beginning of this chapter?
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. The bubble through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill her!
What's the matter?
How you were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up.
I never really
She wasn't just a laptop, she was my friend. and you killed her.
I remember in a movie, there was this pretty famous actor who was friends with a volleyball. That was dumb.
Is this what you call animism? Where a soul deals within all things, even, like, laptops?
Affairs?
Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed them. Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning.
Razzie's right. Laptops have feeling too, Molecula.
I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You think you guys were selling with your together baths?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift. From me to you. Or any more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult?
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. The sticking to the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to
I
help.
want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
It's not fun.
Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. She wanted to help at the risk of her own life, and for that they were killed. Yeah, this punishment time has made me feel 1,000,000,000 times better.
Fuck you, Bear.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, her death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, the death of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Except for Kafumi, maybe.
Holy moly, you're like super mad. Like just unreasonably upset. You're like triggered or something.
well,
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note. Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly.
I just want to go and cry into my desk.
One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What a clue.
Hina.
I've spoken with the Mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is, the Mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word, we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. Well, you did just start with the most important bit.
I sure can.
It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at you it's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve.
Fine, but at least Sucker's note.
Like I never let any of you greaseballs have it.
But
Too bad.
That sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
it's a postscript.
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the Mastermind. I'm not going to just lie down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it.
You cut. Oops! Can't say that! Don't tell him.
Wow! What a stubborn loser, huh? Surely don't die, she'll fight you. Well, whatever, who cares what some dumb musclehead has to say? Okay, I'm out of here, boy!
Dumb shit!
You guys should try to get some rest, you know. Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. And you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Boy! Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. What was that all about? Sucker's final message. Your last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. Mastermind did something to us?
Oh, Jill's licking her ear again.
Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It's after Celeste's trial was over. Hello, you remember this? What did you do to my body? What? Answer me, what did you do to my body? Mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the Mastermind did? What did the Mastermind do to us? I mean, did the Mastermind plant a bomb on us or something? And if we really leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of.
Are we the suicide squad?
No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to dodge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone. So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
Oh
yeah, okay, let's get out of here.
Right.
You know, I still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl.
Ego.
The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously.
I'm sorry.
How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one?
I only apologized once.
I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
But I only apologized once. What the fuck are you talking about? Then I'll try.
That totally wasn't normal, right?
Don't be selfish.
Did she just capture his flag?
No!
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball I can't?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball. Because you are a sleazeball. Sleazeball.
Apparently, you still have a death wish.
Oh, we're fighting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You make me jealous. I want the abuse give and take me. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. That's just how it is for now.
Don't judge. Spoiler. James.
I don't want to see any spoilers.
Oh, there is.
I've read everything. There's no spoiler nothing that makes sense anyway. And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope Street Academy. Unless it popped up right now when I turned away. I'm turned back and it's like, actually, Byakuya is about to be hung for a rope in the ceiling. But the story wasn't even close to over. Yeah, apparently we're only halfway. Jesus Christ. We're just I'm not saying any spoilers.
Spare's Peak Academy. That's the spoiler.
Obviously. We all went back to our rooms before a long night snuck up on us.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Maybe whatever spoiler you're talking about will make sense in like 7
This is the school
episodes.
announcement. It is as such, soon the doors to the dining. Okay then.
Yeah,
Dreams,
I can't think of what could possibly be a spoiler in this chat.
Let the bed bug fly.
My time to send it and pulled me down along with it down into sleep. I couldn't
Maybe I'm
remember
fucking with your brain.
Yeah.
Can you feel it? Can you feel me fucking your ear?
It's fucking your mind. Yeah. But then I said it wasn't open for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Walk. Walk. Up. Walk. Up.
Oh. Wake up?
Nothing to say. Wake up. Huh? Voice dragged me from deep slumber to hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. How did you get in here? Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Kyoko?
I said
Your
yes.
door. Your door is a very simple zipper mechanism.
Wait, what?
No, Flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Always. And you don't have to overact like that every time you're surprised. What time is
correct.
it? 3 o'clock. In the morning, of course. 3 a.m.? How's Kiko wake me up
All
at
the
this hour?
scary stuff happens at 3 a.m.
It's the witching hour. It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favorite?
So-
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? So put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor.
Goodbye.
What? I'll meet you there. Another word, she was gone. What the? The words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center, but I thought it was locked. Well, let's go. Made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. She made me inside already? Put my hand to the door with a certain amount of force. Didn't open. Tried again, but it's locked. Also, like Kyoko said, the data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh ho! Oh ho! You ho! What are you doing up, mister? Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, you're trying to tell me you're actually busted in here, right? But I can see that you don't. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. Looks like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or, are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird, go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko? No, you two! Whatever the two of you, just get back to bed. I'm probably exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. What?
Hey,
Did you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it, let's just go. So we left and went back to our rooms.
SHOE, shoo.
And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Hold on! Listen, what was that all about just now? She checked me up and we go to the data center, which just set up and be locked. And she says it late and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. As I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro Ikusaba. It's her real name. What? She goes right next to you again. Let's bring it to you.
Ikusaba.
Mukuro
The
Ikusaba.
16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Watch out for her.
It's Chris.
It's Chris. Yeah, I guess that's going to be the big thing of next chapter.
Oh?
Yeah, that would be better if my camera wasn't covering that person. The altar lump. Oh, that sucks. Fuck you.
I'm sorry, that was great.
4 by Gore. Well, with that,
Mukuro Ikusaba.
did I just see the character on the loading screen?
I don't think so. Here, I can drop back to that.
It was on the, it was on, like, the in-between screen. There's a character I didn't recognize with, like, that hood up.
Well, there's a black screen. There's the altar one.
Actually, I can check on here, too. Okay, there's Ultra Lump. Sorry, we're gonna check this out real quick. Okay, so this is asking if I want to save the data. I press yes, I assume.
Okay, let's see. There's Sakura, Kyoko, and Leon, and Sayaka.
Yeah, it only pops up for like half a frame. Oh wait, now there it is. Is that supposed to be Makoto?
That's
That's Makoto with his hood up. Okay. Okay, never mind. Makoto just doesn't usually have his hood up, so that's why I was so confused. Okay, whatever. Also, I love how Sayaka and Leon are both hidden behind my camera.
Like how that trial was hidden behind the walls of YouTube.
Yeah. So anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Very interesting stuff happening.
Apparently Razzie is very against the new student.
A new student? No! So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I think this is our longest stream to date, even though I thought it was going to be a shorter trial. Oopsies.
Oopsies.
Yeah. And we'll probably end up streaming the start of Chapter 5 tomorrow. We'll see what happens. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. If you want to see when I start my live streams, make sure to hit that notification bell. And put your comments on what you want me to do next time in the comment description. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.